Wax on, wax off.
Cigarettes.
Excellent.
Hello and welcome, Midlifers. We are your hosts, Fonz
And Mez.
This is our weekly podcast where it's not self-help but more help yourself to a smorgasbord of nostalgia, laughter and a deep dive into the past.
In this week's episode, in our Then and Now, we're talking about print advertising versus digital advertising, rant and rave over shapewear, and online shopping versus in-store shopping in our Who Did It Better Battle.
So let's jump in.
Yoo-hoo!
Got a pain in your back
That stops you in your tracks.
when you think your outfit's gold.
But your kid just thinks you're old.
It's a midlife moment.
It only took us about an hour to come up with that jingle. Fonz, just a quick midlife moment for me this week. I was watching footy with my eldest. They had a player on there called Flanders. And I'm like, oh, every time I see him, I'm like, Ned Flanders. And she's like, who?
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, Ned
What?
Flanders, The Simpsons. She just looked at me blankly.
Oh my
Midlife
God.
moment.
Midlife moment.
Yeah, that's it.
That's sad.
Fonz.
Yes, Mez.
Then and now. Talking about advertising, in particular, print advertising versus digital advertising. Because we could go everywhere with advertising.
Yeah.
Let's just stick to this one for now. When I think print advertising, one thing that is slowly being phased out that I'm really going to miss, and I do miss it, is shopping catalogues. Think of your weekly Coles, Woolies,
I
Spotlight
haven't
catalogues.
received any. But then thinking about that, I do have a no junk mail sign on my letterbox.
No,
Nah.
you will not put, so you don't want the advertising.
No, I don't like it. It just collects.
Oh, I love it.
I don't like it.
Oh no, I like, because when we moved into our house, it's a new estate, and because of that, we never actually got any of that advertising
Right.
because we didn't have anyone to fulfill the required area, and I really missed it. And when I would go over to my mum's house to visit, I would actually sit down and read the Woolies and Coles catalogues. I like seeing the things in print.
Yeah. Not me.
Oh really?
No, like if I go to Aldi, like I'll pick up a catalogue.
Yeah.
But if it's in my letterbox, get out.
Oh.
Because it's cluttering and you're bringing clutter into my house and I don't like it.
I love it.
Nah.
I did a post a few weeks ago about, and this was genuine, I had a Saturday afternoon. We actually got catalogues unexpectedly because there must have been a new delivery person in the area. I was like, ooh. So I sat down with my cup of tea and my catalogues and I'm like, yes, this is...
See,
this
for
is
me,
living
that's
life.
like, okay.
It does
Yep.
signify I'm old. Like I do feel sort of old that I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's not... I don't think for me it's a matter of being old. It's just I don't like it.
clutter.
I don't like paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to do your grocery shopping, because I know a lot of people do, I used to as well, find the Coles and Woolies catalogue,
Yeah.
which is local grocery
I
stores,
go-
and circle the specials.
No, I go into my apps and I look at my apps.
I can't do the shopping
and
on
I look
catalogues
at the
on
specials
apps.
in both apps.
Oh, I can't do it. I don't like the online catalogue apps at all.
Oh, I love them.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Even the Aldi one, I look at the special buys. What's in the middle section this week?
No,
what am I
I
going to
like
line
it.
up for?
I like the...
Nah.
Okay, side note, with that, do you read books?
No, I haven't read a book since my child's been born.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, does that correlate to people that like reading Kindle?
I
'Cause
used
like
to-
reading paperback. Like
I
like
used
having
to
it in my
read
hands.
books, but then since my second child's been born, I haven't
Never
had an
read.
opportunity.
Yeah, yeah.
So now I just scroll because you get those moments of
Yes,
I've
the-
got 10 minutes here.
Yep.
Scroll.
Yep.
Because every time I start a book,
Yes.
I stop at the first chapter because life gets busy.
Yeah.
And with the catalogue, I don't want that in my house.
Okay. Can I just go on to the catalogues because 2 summers ago my son wanted to earn some money, so I'm like, let's deliver some catalogues. I will help you. It is paid so poorly. I can see why people don't do it, because I thought even like, you know, when you get older as a sort of thing to keep you active after retirement to do that, but it equates to like less than $4 an hour.
Oh.
And yeah, my son gave up. So me. It was in the middle of summer as well, 40-degree heat, and I'm there with my trolley, my catalogues.
So that's less than minimum wage.
Yes, it's paid really, really crappily. So
Well,
that's why
they have themselves to blame, really, if
Yeah.
it goes out. Because
if that was higher, I would actually have continued it, because number one, help my son learn, you know, about earning money, but also kept me active, you know.
yeah, no. Well, is there a union?
A paper delivery union.
Catalogue union? But do you know what's funny? Like when I remember in the past before kids, when I go for walks and I'd randomly see in the bushes someone dumps all the catalogues in the bushes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, is that like
delivery-
they lie?
Yeah,
Is that
no.
what it is?
You're supposed to return it to them, but any extra ones I just put in recycling.
I saw a big box of them in the bushes.
tusk. At least
naughty.
it does disintegrate.
Yeah.
But this also made me think of, the old school days when once a year you'd get the yellow pages or the white pages delivered to you. That's pretty much print advertising. It'd be like, oh, you'd have space for it in your cupboard.
I remember I used my yellow pages as a step. So when I do my exercising, step ups, I step up and down. But then because it was unstable,
You're
I
sliding.
kind of slide. Do you know, I remember? I remember as a kid reading the Toy World catalogues.
Yeah.
And just being insanely jealous of if there's a little girl model with a doll, I'd get really jealous of her.
It actually reminds me of now because they have a big W sale on in July.
Yeah.
And they have a huge toy catalogue for that because a lot of people lay by for Christmas. That's great. And that gives my kids hours of entertainment.
Well, because I picked one up from Big W.
Did
and
your kids go through it?
Yep. I give them their texters and I go, you circle
Yes.
what you want from Santa Claus and we'll go from there.
We'll send Santa the message.
And then, and then they circle it and they'll chuck it out because I don't want to make
I did the same thing. My daughter had it for about 3 weeks. She looked through it and her birthday is actually coming up. So I thought, I bought nothing from there. But anyway.
They forget.
I forgot.
I remember my kid changed his mind like the 2 days before
Yes.
Christmas. Like, you can't do
I
this.
know.
Santa's cross.
Yes, I had that. Yeah, they have it, on their list or whatever, and then they go to take the photo with Santa, and they say something completely different. You're like, no, that's not what you told the original
That's not-
Santa.
Exactly.
Another comparison that I had was you got catalogues in the mail,
Yeah.
which is sort of obviously dying out, versus mailing list online. So you've got the email mailing
Oh,
list.
God, no.
Yeah, see that?
Just cluttering my
Inbox.
virtual folder, my virtual house.
I had an old email address which I just gave up because it's full of just being
Yeah.
on the mailing list, especially in
Yeah.
my 20s. I think I had like 25,000 emails in there and just gave up and started a new one. But that and the SMS.
Is
spam
that
as
the
well.
equivalent of someone burning their setting fire to their house because they're sick of the clutter?
It feels good to just like, I don't need it anymore.
To abandon it.
Yes. But
Yeah.
do you get are you signed up to SMSs for?
Oh, has the SMS become the new junk mail?
Yes, I think it has.
I find it so annoying.
Yeah.
Like at the start, I go, oh, there's a special here, 25% off. Oh, it's special there. And now, because it happens weekly,
Yes.
I ignore it now.
Do you block
Get
it
out.
though? Do you actually block and say?
Some I do.
Okay.
Some my phone automatically blocks and I double check them. But now it's come to the point, I do block it because there's only so much clothes you can buy.
Yeah.
Get out of my phone.
Get out of my
Everyone,
face.
get out of my house. Get out of my phone. Get out of my inbox.
So you don't like the advertising at all, I think.
Nah.
Yeah.
Although I reckon I could work in advertising, I just don't. I just don't want it in my hands.
Yeah.
In my house, in my inbox, in my phone.
In my life, I've got enough things to worry about.
Yeah. No, don't like it.
All right.
So
I like,
That's good. So
but I like to set. I think why I like the catalogues because I look at it in my own time, and if I choose to ignore it, I do. But the phone ones, they again, I'll sometimes leave them as unread. Then I have
Yes.
5 unread messages, and they blend in with my husband's, and I'll look at his a week later. I'm like, oh yeah. But I don't actually usually block them because sometimes they have good sales, so they get you.
Yeah,
like
I
that,
know.
you
Some I look through, but I don't know. And some when you go to the counter and they ask you, would you like to join our mailing list? Like, oh, if I'm going to get 10% off.
Yeah.
Okay.
They suck you in with that 10% off.
Yeah, far out. And now I'm on Smiggle. I can't remember who else. Chic. All these review. And it's stuff I buy once every
blue moon.
Yeah, once every 6 months, say, if I
Yes.
need something for an occasion. And I'm like, you have $20 about to expire next week. I'm like, oh, I've got nothing to go. I'm in my pajamas.
So then and now, print advertising, no from you, yes from me.
Yeah.
Digital advertising, no from you, no from me. Leave us alone.
Leave me alone.
Leave ones alone, but bring me the catalogues, please.
Rant, rave.
Rant
or
or
rave. Yeah. Mez.
Yeah.
My voice just broke deep. Mez. We're going to rant or rave something. I'm going to give you some clues.
Okay.
What do you think of when I say Gans, Spanx, Skims, Triumph, Anko? What do you think of?
I don't think of Anko, but I know where you're going because we discussed this prior to the show. Shapewear. We're talking shapewear.
Things that tuck and cinch and smooth you out. Do you rant it or do you rave it?
You know, you were the first one that introduced me to shapewear.
Really?
Yes, because like you, when we were younger, would talk about having to wear a girdle.
I've been wearing a girdle since I was 12.
I don't know. I find it like that's crazy that you felt like you had to wear a girdle.
My mum made me wear a girdle, and then after that, like it's part of my life. I love a girdle.
Ah, how weird.
Yeah, I think I don't know. Mum must have just loved a smooth line in a silhouette, and even in a young woman's body.
Yeah,
smooth it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've always had girdles.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Urdles of girdles.
Girdles, yes. Is it like the one that you used to wear younger compared to now? Is it much difference or is it a similar thing?
I think it's still, from what I remember, there was still that panel that would, but you know, when you're 12 years old, like I've got a different body.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's tight.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh my God. If I don't connect my girdle to my bra or whatever, it'll leave like a tire around under my boobs.
Yeah. Oh, does it connect?
Yeah, you connect.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I can't remember which one, but there was one I could connect so the lower half wouldn't roll down and stick to my bra.
Yeah. Ah.
Yeah. So that's like technology. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
But now, like when I was 12 or when I was younger, the girdle was only one thing. It was the underwear girdle.
Yep.
Now I've got the bike shorts. I've got the corset. I've got whatever else, the undie one. I've got everything. I've got the bodysuit. I have got every single girdle, I reckon.
Wow.
Yeah.
So are they depending on what is the outerwear?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So, yeah. So, if it says, it just depends on what the purpose is. Do I want smoothing out? Do I need sucking in? Yeah. I have a girdle for every occasion.
Oh, there you go. Because I actually don't have too much experience. I think I've worn twice, perhaps. I've one to a wedding. I think possibly to your wedding, actually.
Oh.
Like the undies that go. The undies that go all the way up. And I think I had a jumpsuit on, so it just helps smooth everything.
Yep.
But so I don't actually have too much experience. I feel like it's this whole world out there that I'm not aware of. But it's like a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Yeah. And I don't know, is it from how we were raised? Like I buy girdles like once a year at least, whatever event I have, like I review my girdles and then go from there. And is it something that has stemmed from
you always wearing one?
Always wearing one. And will I pass that down to my daughter? Maybe I will, just to give that extra smoothness. It's just that next level.
Yeah. One thing I just was thinking of, why is it that women feel the need to smooth out and be this way, whereas a guy will just let his gut out, his buttons will be popping over.
Can I say something?
Why is this?
Because maintenance is what makes you look good. If you go to Italy, the men look sensational because they are dressed nicely and they put effort.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got to go to Italy.
Yeah. Look at me now. If you look at me now compared to when I'm dressed up with a girdle on, you'll find me more attractive because I'm all dressed up compared to now. If you put that little bit of effort underneath, over, inner, outer, it does make you more. I don't want to say attractive because I'm not dressing to attract people, but
confident. Surely
it finishes the look.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. So I'm a girdle girl all the way. And it's so funny now because this has actually triggered a thinking point for me. Like, will I give my daughter a girdle? And I don't know if it's because she's got a different body shape to mine because I have always been quite curvy, say. And I don't know, but I can't imagine myself wearing a dress without a girdle.
Really?
Yeah.
God, I really have to. I said it's not my. I think I've always just been tall and stretched out. I haven't had to, like, it's not even a part of the equation, and so the occasion when I do have something now, especially after having so many kids, like, you know, there's more lumps and bumps than there was before. On the rare occasion I do have to get dressed up, that yes, I might need that extra smoothing out, but it's not like it's a 10th thought for me. Like, it's, you know, not
for me, I don't know
front and
if
centre.
now it's a security thing as well, because even when I was at my fittest and I was at my thinnest, I still wore a girdle.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think there must be something in you now.
Ingrained.
Yes.
Smooth.
Thanks, Mama Fonz.
Thanks, Mum. Look, for me, I rave shapewear because it is a comfort. It does make my outfit go a bit better, in my opinion, whether it's in my head or what. And rave.
Okay. I will give it a rave too. As I said, I haven't had much experience with it, but the times that I have worn it, it has done the job, and it's made me, not feel self-conscious about hiding, especially the tummy part. So it just lets me enjoy myself for the evening without thinking about it. But in saying that, they are unsexy.
Oh,
once
God
you get undressed,
almighty.
it's like on the outside, whoa,
But
and you take it off, it's like,
there's now online, I think it's called Love Honey, and they have released girdles and shapewear that are more attractive.
okay. All right, so rave shapewear.
Rave the shapewear. Who did it better battle? Ding, ding. Here's the thing. Who did it better? Who does it better? Shopping online or shopping in person?
I feel like I'm bringing out the old school, going back to the catalogues type of thing. I do like traditional. They both have their. You wince to me. Sorry. Listen, they both got the pros and cons. What I love about in-store, two things. I'm a very tactile person. I love touching material and rubbing it between my fingers, thinking, is that quality? Is not how will it feel against my skin?
Yeah.
Does that sound creepy?
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Yes. So that I miss if you want shopping clothes online. Also, shopping clothes online is size. If I order something in the wrong size,
Do you return it?
I do not return it.
Neither do I.
I reckon probably 70% don't return it. Like, it's just like, I remember my daughter bought something from Shein. She was 12 at the time. It was about the size of a 6-year-old. So I think my 6-year-old could wear it. She's like, can you return it? I'm like, I ain't doing shit.
Nah.
It just sits there.
There was only one time I've returned, and that was when I bought shoes online. I think it was during 2020, and they just did not fit. I'm like, no, I got to return these now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've bought shoes online too, and I just gave them to my mum and other people that they would fit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I do not return
You
clothes.
don't return at all.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a waste of money for me.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, I do love online shopping. It's there if you're in a pinch. Having 2 young kids, I don't go out much, even to shop for myself. I don't go out. So when I do have the chance to go out of the house, I can't be bothered trying anything on. I've just spent till 6 o'clock with the kids, and then I've got my free time. I'm stuffed. I'm not going to try anything on.
What about jeans? You can't buy jeans online. You got to try
I haven't
jeans.
bought jeans. No, I bought these jeans. With my last jeans, I bought them online.
Okay.
I had good faith. I have good faith. Look, I'm not going to buy jeans for a while. Do you know what? Let me tell you a story. When I got married, recently, but my most recent wedding dress, I had a dress I bought in store in person, and something happened where it was delayed in coming in time for the wedding. And I had to make a choice. Do I take that risk and wait till 2 days before the wedding, or do I buy a dress? Then I thought, you know what? I'm going to go have a look at ASOS. And I found a cool dress, chucked it online, put it in my cart, came in 2 days. I had a cool dress for my wedding. I had a costume change. That other dress that I bought on Sydney Road came 2 days before my wedding, and I wasn't willing to take that risk because I had no time to alter it, nothing.
Well, I think that's an anomaly because usually if you're buying in store, it's in stock.
They let me down.
To let you down. But it is, when I think of buying in store, it's rare that I'll actually, they say, let me check another store or whatever. I don't. If it's not in that store at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Unless I really love it. But which is what happened to you in your case. The thing with online shopping, so I do love it, the convenience of it, obviously. You can do it at home in your gym jams. But, sometimes the crazy splurges that you have like at midnight, and then the next day, like, what the hell did I just buy last night?
Do you actually go through and buy? Because I find the
Sometimes.
night shopping, like I fill my cart and then I ghost it.
Okay. No, I have in the past, but then I've learned from my mistakes and say, no,
Okay.
in the light of day,
Yes.
when you're of clearer and
Yes.
sounder mind. And I have also been duped. I remember on Facebook, like this ad came up, targeted advertising for when my kids were younger, this little go-kart thingo. It's like $60, which I thought was really cheap for it.
Yeah.
But $60 wasn't as if it was $20.
Yeah.
So, and that never showed up. So, like, and then you know, it's like too good to be true.
Did
It
you
is.
use PayPal to pay for that?
No.
That's the thing. You got to use PayPal because
Yeah.
that'll cover you in case you get duped.
Okay.
Don't trust your targeted advertising on Facebook.
Yeah, I know. I learned from that mistake. But also sometimes, the specifications of size, because I bought this chair. Growing up, I had this big wicker chair in my room.
Yep.
And so I saw this chair. I thought, that'd be so cool for the kids' room. And it came as miniature. Like, it was good for them up until they were 3 years old. I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot to actually check the size of this thing.
I remember looking at something, and I think it was on Facebook, I'm sure, and it looked like a chair. And I go, oh, that's a funny chair, but it had like a toilet, like a catcher underneath. I go, that's weird. And then when I looked into it, it was a candlestick holder. So I probably would have been duped if I went ahead with it.
My husband still laughs to this day about it. I did use it in the kids' room. Obviously, the rave about online shopping for clothes, anyway, is you can buy worldwide.
God, I had that down. You could buy it
Yes.
from overseas brands.
Yes, I love that.
I love that too.
Yeah, sure, you got to pay for shipping.
Yeah,
what have
but
you.
sometimes is it worth it?
Yes,
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yep, I love that.
And you can, I mean, I know you just said don't want to shop at night because you get a bit cuckoo, but you can shop anytime that's convenient for you.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I love that. I love online shopping, Miz. I reckon they do it better for me.
I know you do grocery shopping online.
Yes, I can't go shopping. I can't. My daughter throws a tantrum.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so I hate grocery shopping anyway. Either way, whether it's online or in person. I tend to do in person.
yeah.
I find online takes me just as long. I know you can do the remembers it each time, but I don't know, especially also because it's Aldi, which I
Yeah.
don't shop at all the time, but they don't do online.
Do you know
It's
what's a
so much
luxury?
cheaper.
Can I say something?
Yes.
If I have a bit of time to myself,
Yeah.
I'll go to Aldi in that middle section.
Just do that.
Oh, just to look through the middle section is heavenly.
And find something random that you didn't know you needed.
Yeah. By the most random stuff. Their ski sale. I'm always in for their ski
Yes.
sale. And also, I've lined up for Christmas decorations and Christmas toys. Like it was the adrenaline rush when all the old women.
Yeah.
And they're fighting each other, and I'm just like, oh, I'm amongst this. Oh.
I can't do that. I can't do those sales.
My adrenaline was on fire for the rest of the day. I'm like, I couldn't believe I was involved in such a thing.
So I would have like probably a panic attack, and my body would start to shut down.
I was on the cusp of a panic attack, and that's why it took me all day.
Good way. Okay.
And I didn't have a coffee for the rest of the day. I'm like, this is going to send me over the edge. It's fun to be amongst by accident, but to plan that, nah.
Because recently my husband, his mum said go to get 2 front loader washers.
Oh yeah.
And they can only fit one in a trolley at a time. And then I'm like, he goes, you're going to help me? And luckily I had to take my daughter dancing. I'm like, you're on your own, okay? You are on your own. He goes, how am I going to do this with one person to try to get 2? He did it. And
Good for him.
Good for him. And he's telling me about the stories with all the old wogs and this and that. But I'm just like, oh, thank God. I can't do it.
Miz, if Aldi had that middle section online, it would be no stress. You would have it delivered to your door.
I know. I think that's why they do it, because that's part of the... It's like a
Scamming
fight or die. Will you survive the Aldi special price?
Yeah. But I just know, for me, just online, you can buy niche stuff for your house. You can look for whatever your personality is or whatever your aesthetic for your house is. Google it, you'll find it.
Oh, yeah. I love... So, yeah, I'll definitely... Can I... For me, who did a better battle? They both do it better. I love the variety, the availability from overseas, and the time. But in real person, I'm going to save money by not buying things that are the wrong size that I'll never return.
Can't think straight in person.
Stop pointing at me. It's not my fault. No, you know what? For clothes, are you talking about clothes or groceries?
Everything. I can't think straight.
I think it's because maybe
I
because
get
the kids are
overwhelmed.
younger.
Yeah, maybe.
I find if I am clothes shopping, I won't do it with kids.
Oh,
I'll do it when I have
God.
time without.
Yeah.
And I just have to mentally say, okay, if I find something, yes.
Can
If
I
not,
tell you something?
I have to get in a zen place.
Yeah, exactly what you said. I went to buy myself a pair of runners with my son. He got jealous that I was buying myself a pair of runners and he cried and I had to leave the store. I've still got these runners, Mez. There's no tread underneath. I slip. All because he was too jealous of me and it's been 6 months now.
I think I should look after your kids one day just so you can go shopping on your own.
I've got nothing to say.
So for me, sorry, they both do it better. I love them both.
I like that you're fair and even, but who did it better for Fonz? Online.
All right.
All right. Another day, another podcast.
Yes.
Another episode.
Another lot of laughs.
Yeah.
really
Had a
happy.
really good time. Thanks,
too.
Mez.
Thanks,
you.
Fonz. See you next week.
Thanks, everyone. See you on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
Ciao.
Bye.